What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I went ahead and bought this Throttle Buddy spacer. It comes with everything, and I don't really know if it works, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. So I'm gonna start taking this all apart so I can install it. So what you're gonna need to take it apart is a 10mm bolt for the 3 bolts on it, a flathead screwdriver to remove the intake, and then some pliers or something to get that little hose right there and unplug it. So I pulled off the filter also, so that way I can have a little bit more play to be able to pull this one off. So once you got the intake out the way, you can start removing the 10mm bolts. So I was able to pull the throttle body off without disconnecting the hoses. They're like seized onto it, so I'm just gonna leave them on there. And then what you gotta do after that is take the pliers or the vice grips, grab onto them and start twisting them off. I already loosened this one off, and then you can start just pulling it off with your hand, because you're gonna be replacing them with the longer screws that it comes with, so that it could go through the throttle body and the spacer. So after you get all the bolts out, you're gonna be replacing them with the longer ones. But first you gotta get the spacer, and I already put the gaskets on it. You want to put something on them to hold it. I'm gonna put a little bit of tape right there, and then I'm gonna put the spacer on, and then put the throttle body over it and run the bolts through it. So I just got it back on. It was a pretty hard install because there's not a lot of room in here, but I got the longer bolts on, the new gasket and everything. So I'm gonna start putting everything back together, the intake, so I could start it up to see how it sounds. So I just finished putting everything back together. I put the intake on it, and right now I'm gonna start it up to see if it's running good. So as y'all can hear it, it sounds like it's misfiring really bad, and it has like a whining sound, and like I try to check for leaks and stuff around it, but I can't find any. So I might have got like a bad part or something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take it off and send it back to see what they could do. Alright guys, so right now I'm about to go to the store again. I'm gonna be buying some silver paint like this one right here, because I'm gonna be painting the inserts of the grill. And then I'm gonna respray the ducts also, because as y'all can see, it has a little bit of chipping right there. So I'm gonna go get that all taken care of. So this is how it looks before. The grill's all black. So I'm gonna start taking it apart. So in here, this is gonna need a paint job also. It's starting to peel, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably just paint it silver also. This plastic right here and that. That way it matches the front end. So to take this off, you just gotta pop out all these little clips with a screwdriver, and then it just comes right off. Now I'm gonna take off this also. This you just pull it off, and that's it. And now I'm gonna start taking off the grill. So to take off the grill, you just gotta move the headlight out the way. It's held in with a little pin, and then they usually come right off with, because they have clips. But y'all know Houston, how people are over here, so I actually have it bolted in. That way they can't steal it. So I'm gonna remove the bolts and then pull it off. So I'm gonna take off the bumper so I could get the air ducts out. It just has 4 bolts. Is those 2 right there, and then there's 1 on each side. It's like somewhere in there, but I'm gonna get that from under the truck. So I got all the bolts out. As I said, there's 1 right here, 1 right there, and then the same thing on the other side, and then the 2 at the bottom holding the from there, and then that's pretty much it. You can pull the front bumper off. I'm gonna be painting the inside of the hood also. I'm gonna make it gloss black like the outside. And then this one, all it has is just the 6 little 13mm bolts. So 3 on each side. And then you could just take it right off. And then don't forget to disconnect that ground wire right there in case you have it. So I'm gonna start getting these ready for paint. I'm gonna sand all this down. And then I'm gonna start painting them. I'm gonna be painting them silver. It's like a metallic silver, so they're gonna look really nice. So I got the grill all prepped. I sanded down the grill and everything. So now I'm gonna start spraying the color on it. I've been working on the hood over here. I got it all taped up from the top. Now I'm gonna flip it over so I can start working on the bottom so I could get it ready for paint. And I'll catch you guys then. I just sprayed the clear coat on the grill. It's looking real smooth, so now I'm gonna let that dry and I'm gonna paint the hood right now. So here's how the grill turned out. It looks real good. It's the same color as the little bow tie. It's like that metallic silver. Like when you see it in the sun, you could actually see the metallics, and it looks really nice. So I just got the hood all sanded down. It's all nice and smooth. So now I'm gonna start throwing on some paint. So I got the air ducts out. As y'all can see, they're all messed up. So I'm gonna be sanding them down and everything, getting them ready for paint. The bumpers right there, I took them off. So I'll catch y'all when I'm ready to paint these. So I just got done sanding them. It's all nice and smooth. Right now I'm about to apply like a sealer. That way the metallics can stick to it better once I spray them down. So I just sprayed the sealer, and what that's gonna do is gonna add like a base of color, and it's gonna smooth it all out so that the surface is even, and And then after that, I'm gonna just wet sand it and then start applying the metallic color. That way it comes out real smooth. So everything that's gonna be silver, I just painted everything. I'm gonna wait for everything to dry and then I'm gonna add some clear coat to everything. As y'all can see, the paint looks real good, so I'm gonna wait for it to dry. So yesterday I got everything painted. I let it dry overnight. I also went ahead and added an emblem. This is gonna be going under the hood, so it's gonna look real nice. So now I'm gonna start putting the bumper and everything back together. So I just got the hood on right now. I got all the bolts in and everything. And I just put the bumper on and I'm about to start bolting everything down. I got the bumper on. He's looking real good. The little grill and everything. So now I'm gonna go get the grill and put it back on. I just got everything put back together. It's looking real good. As y'all remember, before all of this was black. And then I was missing the bottom grill. And I got everything painted and everything. And then I'm still missing the plastic here, but I'm about to put it back on. Alright, so I just finished everything up under the hood, put the new plastic back on. This does look way better than before. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.